Hello, I'm Howard Greenberg,
I'm Naumaan Hameed.
and this is the second in our series on immigration insights. And today we're going to talk about
Canada's startup visa program.
a program which is aimed towards business individuals, is still open for application, but has its own inherent difficulties.
Correct. Yeah.
What would you say is the top 2 or 3 issues with the startup visa program? Well, maybe before we even go to the issues, Naumaan, why don't we talk about what the program was designed to do?
Well, originally the program was designed to facilitate new innovative companies where the applicant was seeking permanent residence to set up business in Canada. And it was really focused on obtaining permanent residence in a very short period of time for the right candidates.
The qualifications and the requirements and the regulations, can you talk a little bit about what you need to do or be?
Yes, so you need a letter of support from a designated entity. There are about 80 of them right now. You need to have a certain amount of shareholding, at least 10%, and your group would need 50% control.
Right.
You need a minimum language test of a CLB5, so fairly low.
Right.
And then you need the appropriate settlement funds to support yourself in Canada.
And any age requirements?
No age requirements.
Any education requirements?
Not specifically, no.
So it's a wide open program.
Right.
And so what is it that the immigration officer decides when he or she grants you or doesn't grant you a visa?
First of all, it has to be a complete application. All of the required information must be there. It must be a genuine transaction where your primary focus is to actually build the business.
And not simply get an immigrant visa.
Correct.
And that's what this whole exercise is about. How much information have you shown? How realistic is it? Is it a business that you can really are capable of developing, or is it a sham?
Right.
Do you want to talk about 1 or 2 of the top issues that have come up with this area of processing?
Yeah, so one of the challenges in this area, the regulations are fairly light in terms of the detail. Very active program, lots of changes and modifications, and there'll be a number of interpretation issues. Most recently, a lot of work permit refusals, where work permits have been filed with an expired letter of support. Although there is clarification on the website and other sources of information that suggest you can, in fact, apply for a work permit with an expired letter. So that's a hot topic. Changes to the certificate after filing, that's been litigated.
So in other words, you really have to navigate your way through this. It's not simply licking the envelope and filing the application. It has to be well thought out beforehand. It has to be organized. It has to be complete. And you have to be able to demonstrate that your activities are in pursuant of the proposal that you've actually made.
Right, your business plan has to be realistic. You have to be undertaking activities that are reasonable and at a pace that one would expect. So it's a full business evaluation on all of the merits, and many applicants have not appreciated that's a robust examination that will be conducted by immigration.
So if you want to learn more about this program, the good, the bad, and the ugly, if you go to our website under Impulse,
there's a series on the SUV program
in which you, and together with our firm members, made a presentation together with a designated entity.
Correct.
And you went through all the pitfalls, and for a real detailed understanding of the program, that's where you could go.
Yeah, great starting point.
And I should mention, we are highly anticipating changes to the program in the summertime. I don't know what the details are yet. I haven't seen any proposed regulations, but clearly everyone's under the understanding that this program needs change.
Correct. Thank you very much for tuning into this edition. If you have any questions about Canada's SUV program, kindly reach out to us. We'd be pleased to speak. Which
Is it 12?
9 minutes still.
So don't fluff this,
What do I
okay?
do?
So forget everything I just said.
You say your name, then I say my name, then you do that.